Asekubingelele sikwamukele mbukeli ekhaya Jikelele igaba lami ngunoxolo uMamtshali wakwamwali. Sibonge kakhulu ke mbukeli ngokuthi ke ube nathi lapha ekhaya Jikelele. Thina ke mbukeli umsebenzi wethu ukuthi sikuhlanganisele sikuphekele izindaba ezenzekayo eindaweni ezahlukahlukene. Siphinde futhi sibe nezivakashi nje ezifika zizosivakashela mbukeli. Inhloso ukuthi zigqugquzele nawe ulapha ekhaya ukulalela udaba noma izindaba ezahlukahlukene ubone na ukuthi ikuphi nawe isandla lapho ongafaka khona ukusiza emphakathini ke wangakini mbukeli. Sigqugquzele nangaphakathi sikunikeze nethemba lokuthi usukume uyithathe ungahlali nje uthi dekle. Angihambi ke ngedwa ngihamba noMadlongothi njengenjwayelo. Ukhona ke la ugelisa sekhona
locations la ekhaya Jikelele. Kanti ke mbukeli siza kumagambi ethu osasazo Auckland Park Studios apha eGauteng. Ukhona ke uBramike pha emaqhosheni kunqu lacho ikwijo yaqhuma impepho yaqhuba imbawula. Jonga mbukeli si ekhaya Jikelele siza singasonganga zandla kuba ngenene singumthombo wolwazi apho ekhaya. Singumthi kaloku kwabadiniweyo bafumane kaloku impepho. Right mbukeli wami igama lami nguKhalosa Kalubisi. Unonkanyezi uthi Madlongothi xa undibiza masitshaye siqhuma yanamhlanje.
Siyaxolisa kakhulu kubakhweli nabahlali bale Ntshona Koloni ngale meko sikuyo. Siyayiqonda ba ibachaphazela kakhulu, abakwazi ukuya emisebenzini, abantwana abakwazi uya ezikolweni.
Kwehamba phambili siqala ngodaba oluthi kulindeleke ukuba iSantaco inike ingxelo nogwayimbo lonotekisi eNtshona Koloni namhlanje.
This year we were supposed to hold Women's Day celebration in Khayelitsha in Cape Town. It's true.
Umengameli wezwe uCyril Ramaphosa ugxeke ukucekelwa phansi kwengqalazinda ngenxa yesiteleka semboni yamatekisi eKapa. Ubekhuluma emcimbini okugubha usuku lwabesifazane endlini zombuso ePitoli.
Barani mawoko mpokotela mchinanga na moshetel. Barani mawoko aye imisihilari thamani milanguteli ekhaya Jikelele. Lami ngata kuma kona mahungu man'wina ma swilo hinkwaswo tipolitiki weather ni ri hinkwaswo imisihilari.
Umengameli uCyril Ramaphosa ukuhlaba wakuhlikiza ukucekelwa phansi kwengqalasizinda edolobheni iKapa ngesikhathi ethula inkulumo eqavile emcimbini okubungaza usuku lwabesifazane kuleli obanjelwe ePitoli. Kunewombekezo odlame emkhandlini dolobha waseKapa selokhu ingenele umbhikisho inhlangano yosamatekisi esifundazweni iSantaco ephikisana nokushaqwa kwamatekisi. uRamaphosa unxuse ukuthi zonke izinhlaka ihlanganisa amakhanda ukuphuma nesisombululo kulolu daba.
Kudingeke ukuthi umcimbi ogubha usuku lwabesifazane ungasabanjelwa eKhayelitsha eKapa wayiswa ezindlini zombuso ePitoli nalapho abesifazane bangonyaka u1956 bamashela khona. Umengameli ke uRamaphosa ugxeke kakhulu ungahloniphani ukuphula umthetho kulombhikisho ilabo abaqondene namatekisi.
While our democracy protects peaceful protest as well as lawful strike action, we cannot condone what has been happening in Cape Town, and we strongly condemn the violence and the destruction caused by this dispute.
Ungqongqoshe obhekela besifazane izingane kanye nabantu abaphila nokukhubazeka uDokotela uNkosazana Dlamini Zuma uthi abesifazane bakuleli abakhululekile nakancane.
South Africa is not free. It will only be free when we are free as women. I want to say as government, President, let's take the district model approach, even on GBV. Let's say in every ward, the councillor must be at the forefront of fighting GBV.
Kukhulunywa ngesihlava sodlame oluyamene nobulili umyalezo ubuqondiswe ngqo kulabo abahlukumezayo abadlwengulayo kanye nababulala abantu besifazane.
When you touch a woman and you are arrested, no bail for you. And when you kill a woman, life sentence for you.
Umengameli uphinde wakhuluma ngemiholo engalingani emsebenzini phakathi kwabesilisa nabesifazane kamuva nje indlela isafa iphatha ngayo iBanyana Banyana.
There must be equality of payment between men and women at that level. In fact, right now, I'm sure you will all join me. They should actually be getting more paid because they perform better than our men.
Abesifazane kuleli abaphephile emakhaya abo, emgwaqeni, emsebenzini, ezikoleni, emanyuvesi kanye nje nasemphakathini wonkana ngenxa yodlame olubhekiswe kubo.
Ingqina lombuso kwityala lokubulala uSenzo Meyiwa kwinkundla ephakamileyo ePitoli, uTumelo Madlala ucatshukiswe luluvo lokuba kwakungekho bantu bangenelelayo kwindlu ekwadutyulwa kuyo uMeyiwa wabulawa. Umadlalo wayekhona ngethuba kudutyulwa lomdlali bephekwa ngemibuzo ligqwethe elikhuselayo uSipho Ramusipili ebutsheni baleveki. Kamadoda amahlanu atyholwa ngokubulala uMeyiwa kulokheli Khumalo eFosloras eGauteng ngonyaka ka-2014. Kanti ke ityala liza kuqhubeka ngalentsasa.
Uma ngabe sibela udabeni oluthinta isiteleka somatekisi eKapa, iSantaco ithi lesi siteleka soqhubeka isikhathi esingaziwa. Lenhlangano iphinde yadalula nokuthi izonikela enkantolo kuyofaka isicelo esiphuthumayo malungana nokuthi kudedelwe amatekisi ashaqiwe kuphinde kunqandwe umkhandlu waseKapa uqhubeka nokushaqa amanye amatekisi kuze kube kuphuma isixazululo salenkinga itheka.
We convened today with the National Minister of Transport, Mrs. Sindisiwe Chikunga, who was with us all along these days, and she was discussing our challenges with us together with the Department of Transport and the City of Cape Town. Unfortunately, out of what she was trying in her intervention, we couldn't agree on anything. Today, she was here and she consulted the legal expert around this issue. As a result, as we speak, we are waiting on her to come back because she went to meet with the province. So we are waiting for her to come back. Meaning what we are going to say now might change at a later stage depending on what she brings. But for now, what I want to report to the public out there is that we agreed on the day in which we started the stay-away that it will run up until today, the 9th, with the hope that we'll resolve all the issues that were on the table. But unfortunately, up until now, the City of Cape Town and the Department of Mobility of the province couldn't come on board based on what I've said already about yesterday's meeting. And that forced us to have no choice but to look at what we can do else in order to save our business. As a result, we are going to go a legal route as well in order to save our business. As we have pointed out that the way in which our vans were impounded were illegal. 3 offenses that allow your van to be impounded are pointed out clearly on the National Land Transport Act. And the offenses is only 3. 1 is that if you have no operating license. 2, if your driver does not have PRTP and driver's license. 3 is the roadworthy. What was done by the City of Cape Town was to combine the offenses that are pointed out or defined clearly on the National Road Traffic Act together with those that are in NLTA. And those don't warrant any traffic officer to impound your vehicle. Hence, we are still in this because we cannot agree on something that is a law. Law should take its course. That is why we are now going to court for legal assistance in this regard. That then puts us in a corner in terms of starting operating tomorrow, because we have taken that decision late this afternoon, and the process of court depends. But our lawyers are busy compiling affidavits and so on, like application, that they will submit latest by Friday. Then we will see what happens after that. And the application is to interdict the City of Cape Town and the Provincial Department of Mobility for impounding our vehicles. That is where we are at the moment. But we are still waiting for the minister, meaning the national minister, to come back from the officials of the province, including the premier, and tell us what they have agreed upon. But at the moment, that is what we have done so far.
We can't wait till tomorrow morning to let the public out there know that we're not operating. So that's why, hence, we will take the decision that we say that we're not going to operate tomorrow until we file the papers in court, because JP's strength out there is that he will impound 25 vehicles for every vehicle that was stoned, burned, or what. So if you add that up, I don't know how many vehicles he's going to impound, and I think that will just throw some oil on the fire, because people is not going to be happy if that should happen. And for that reason, we will rather take the route to court than exposing our members to his intimidation.
Abashayeli bamaloli emngceleni iKomatipoort eMpumalanga uma ulibhekise eMozambique basola ososeshini bamatekisi ngokubahlukumeza. Bakhala ngokuqhwagwa impahla yabo kuphinde kukhahlanyezwe namaloli abo. uNhlamulo Mabasa uyabika.
Ezinyangeni ezimbalwa ezedlule inhlangano yamatekisi yanquma ukuthi izolawula umgwaqo N4 eKomatipoort obheke eMozambique. Abashayeli bamaloli bathi yona le nhlangano yamatekisi ekade bavikela isibajikele manje ibabamba inkunzi.
Bashayela amavili bapontshisa basidubula konke nje lokubi bakwenda la. Kahle kahle labantu balambile.
Inhlangano yamatekisi iziphile izinsolo ezibhekiswe kuzo.
We're not beating anybody. We're not doing anything wrong to anybody. We're not rob anybody. So I are just to control the queue. If the driver is jamming the line, we tell him to turn back.
Inhlangano yamatekisi libombo Maputo Corridor Transport Logistics inxusa uhulumeni kuba angenelele ukuze kuxazululwe lenkinga.
Ukuvalwa kwamanzi insuku ezinhlanu eKimberley kuza ukuthibaza kakhulu abahlali balapha nqune esibhedlele iRobert Mangaliso Sobukwe. Umasipala iSolar Plage ubongoza ukuvalwa kwamanzi njengesicwangciso sokulungisa isiseko esingundoqo.
Ngomzuzu wokugcina kufanele izakhamuzi ziphuthume zikhe amanzi emva kwesinye isinqumo sokuvala amanzi kulo masipala.
We have to run after the Jojo tanks. They don't put the tanks on the corners of one street, as they say. They go around, they come that time. And we are old ladies.
Obviously, my brother, as you can see, and as you already know, that a lot of businesses are going to be affected by this water shutdown. And but the load shedding and all, load shedding is understandable, we got used to it. But water is going to affect us hugely, not only as businesses, but also as households as a whole.
Ukuvalwa kwamanzi kulindeleke ukuthi kukhahlameze isikhungo sezimpilo eRobert Mangaliso Sobukwe.
That's an intervention measure to manage the usage of water for ablution facilities and emergency cases at Robert Mangaliso Sobukwe Hospital. In this case, the more people moving in and out of the facility, the water demand will become higher, of course.
Umasipala uthi uvale amanzi ngoba ufuna ukulungisa inqalasizinda.
The interruption will also present an opportunity for us to incorporate the repair of major leaks on the reticulation network. This will provide the municipality enough time to fully drain the affected pipes, to undertake the repairs and to restore the water supply to all communities.
Amanzi kulindeleke ukuthi abuye ngomsombuluko ebusuku.
Siphinde sikwamukele mbukeli ekhaya Jikelele. Sibonga khulunga ukuthi ke usahlezi kanye nathi. Mbukeli nanka ke ama trends atrendayo, izinto zakho oyithandayo ezikwenza ukitazeke. Ngiyazi usikadule indile ufisa ukwazi ukuthi ngabe yikhiphani nazoke.
Masijonge ke eziphala phambili pha kumakhasi onxibelelwano uX.com #DSTV Prem uyatrenda okokuqala.
Okwesibili #Eskom kanye ke no #Taxi Strike. Kuthiwani ke kwa DSTV Premiership. Uqala u DSTV Premiership. Ku DSTV Premiership ke makholi nawe mbukeli izinto exoxwa kakhulu ke lezo phela udaba lwesibhaxo. Isibhaxo sithole iKaizer Chiefs izolangihleki njalo angihleki. Amakhosi ke ashawa iMamelodi Sundowns ngamagoli amabili kwelilodwa. iSundowns okuyiqembu ke lika Patrice Motsepe belihamba phambili ngegoli elilodwa eqandeni. Kanti ke ekamtawunge abafana basephefeni bona bakwazi lephela ukulinganisa zase zibantanganyeke. Hayi kholosa kuthe nje sekuyophela umdlalo iSundowns yavele yakhombisa ukuthi ayizili kuzosinisa amahleza kulomdlalo yashaya igoli lesibili okuyilona ke igoli ebanqobe ngalo lomdlalo. Okunye okwenza ukuthi ludaba ke trend ukuthi phela bekungavimbile ke unozinto othenjwayo itumele ngikhuni lapha kwiKaizer Chiefs. Abantu bebelokhu bethi nje uphi uItu liya trenda phela iKaizer Chiefs imbukeli trendiswa yijezi layo futhi elisha lele lifana nelamabhokobhoko. Kodwa ke okuhlekisayo ke ukuthi njengoba phela bedlala ngejezi lamabhokobhoko nje wona ayanqoba kodwa amakhosi ke awayabola induku. Ngiyakhumbula mangifunda indaba lapha ebusuku khona umbukelo belokho ebhalile ku social media ngicela nje ungalibiki udaba lweChiefs ungalibiki thola amamtshali ngithi hayi phela isizwe kufanele sazi ukuthi kwenzakaleni Nkosi yami kufanele ngisitshele sonke isichaba ngikwazi ukufihla.
Hayi inoba ilanansika yokuhleka ebaqhwilinisayo bazive beneqhwiliba.
Ake sibheke ukuthi bathini ke ababukeli ngalolu daba. KC Times MU supporter uthi I like how the PSL games are structured so far. Every team on equal games played. Let's see how things go with the inclusion of ICAF. Uthi ke nayo uyathanda indlela eqale ngayo isizini uzobona ukuthi kuhamba kanjani mangabe kuhamba isikhathi.
Right, uphinde waphefumula ke nomlungisi Hlongwane sithi into yokubana are we not being too harsh on Chiefs though, considering the opponent they were facing and all the changes they underwent or currently undergoing? Are we not impatient? Uyathi into yokubana ana bethuna ningathi sihamba ngesantya esiphezulu masibe nomonde ingathi nje sihashi ku Chiefs mhlambe
umengabe ngempela mhlambe nawo lo ngiyam understand umbukeli ukuthi usho ngayiphi angle ngoba phela masibuka lo yamdlalo bekumdlalo naye iChiefs ibibambeza qina uma uthi uyacabanga ke futhi igoli lesibili ke Colossal lingene seku 89 bese kusela ama seconds ukuthi umdlalo uphele uyavela aqolela phakathi kwiSundowns ingasalindelekile. So nje hayi kube umdlalo onzima wona izamile impela ke bandla abafana bawuthula noxolo bazamile. Uskobo yena igama lakhe libhaliwe lapha ngitshela bona bangangishaba abukeli alisuke ekhanda lami lithi @Skobo Mampela uthi yena Kaizer Chiefs is a typical example of Baswadi build company from the ground and try leaving it to the kids to run it, but the kids know nothing about running the company. Hayi wenza ke umfanekiso lapha uScope uthi akuyafana nokuthi abazali bafike bakhe inkampani bese beyishiya sebeyishiyela izingane kodwa izingane azazi lutho ngokuthi ke leyo nkampani yenziwa kanjalo. Nayi ke itweet yokugcina melana #DSTV Premier.
Yes, ukhadusi yachinto kubana to my fellow Kaizer Chiefs #Kaizer Chiefs fans, stop this nonsense of booing and shouting at our players. It kills their confidence. Nibadala and teaching kids is a wrong way to support. We signed well, give them the time to get it. You can swear at me, I do not care. Uthi jonga bethunana khaniyekeni lento eniyenzayo banithi boo. Ngiyayibulala iconfidence yabo. Uyachinto kubana lena indlela enenza ngayo ifundisa abantwana indlela erongo yokuxhasa. Uyathi into kubana masifumane enye indlela singabanyatheli
esweni ngoba nje nakho lokho ungathothi kunomthelela uma ngabe ubona ukuthi uyasupportwa wenza konke okusemandleni akho ukuthi uphumelele umdlalo so hayi siyabaqhuquzela ababukeli bakithi ukuthi asiqhuquzele namaqembu ethu mengabe edlala bakithi singawadonseli phansi #yesibili ke ithi #Eskom ngabe sekwenze njani ke
hey ucimicimi uyazi kaloku xa uthi Eskom ucinga ngocimicimi akukho kunye kanti ke umphathiswa wamashishini karhulumente umnumzana Pravin Gordhan uphumeze ukuthengisa kwezixhobo zokuhanjiswa kwempahla kaEskom kwinkampani entsha karhulumente uyaqonda ukhumbule kaloku wena mbukeli nawe mamtshali into yokuba inkampani entsha engakathiywa ngegama iyakuba yinkampani ephansi kombane umphathiswa ke ugcimfize istamp sakhe sokuvuma ukuba isivumelwano masiqhubeke kwileta athe wabe kanti uyayibhalela usihlalo sakwa Eskom uMpho Makwana
manje badayisa ingxenye yeEskom ngabe idayiselwa abani Nkosi yami siyayibuza ukuthi ngabe lokho kuzosiza yini mhlawumbe kule nkinga ye-load shedding ekhona noma mhlawumbe yakuzokusiza
kuba kaloku ndiyaqiniseka into yokubana nabo bazama amaqhinga kuba uluntu luyakhala sele kuyiminyaka noko ngoku iqhuba lengxoba kaxaka exake umxhaka so uluntu luyakhala asazi ke mhlawumbe into yokubana ingaba elinyathelo abalithabathile lizawuphumelela kusini na kanti ke baye baphawula kumakhasi onxibelelwano pha ku-x.com uShuru Squared uthi yena yes, those were Eskom assets. Now they will be valued under a new entity, which will be valued based on those assets. Yes, you sell between government entities. That's why department pays for electricity from Eskom. Uyatsho into yokubana ezo ke ibizi assets zakwa Eskom into ethi ngoku mhlawumbe zizawuxatyiswa under le entity entsha ezawuqinisekisa into yokubana ijonge kanye kwezi assets.
Ithini ke itweet yomunye umbukeli ubongwe kaMaphosa yena uthi Eskom is gone, SAA is gone, ports are gone. Where are all those who called us conspiracy theorists? Umuhapi Sitinane yena uthi once he's done with the privatization of Eskom he's going to be rewarded with the job in America.
Afane nomnumzana lo waphezolo.
U-Andre de Ruyter ngoba yena usethola umsebenzi lephesha ukufundisa enyuvesi Yale.
Kuthi ukuthi ke mhlawumbe asazi zizimvo zabantu ayizozimvo ze-Ekhaya Jikelele kanti ke xa siyiqwela siyiqongqotha uyatsho uMr Chewu into yokubana there goes your Eskom comrades don't play they will sell and give away for free before you know it there'll be nothing to sell but you viva sell out viva
kwanzima ke lokho bafowethu nanokuthi mangabe kwenziwa izinto enjengalezi ngiyayibuza nokuthi mhlawumbe thina siwumphakathi noma siyama citizens mhlawumbe akwenziwa in consultation with us maybe mhlawumbe sibuzwe thina ezethu izimvu ukuthi zithini maybe kusayinwe into ethize
baye batsho ke bona into yokubana bayabaquka uluntu xa beziphendulela bayatsho into yokubana bayafaka kumakhasi onxibelelwano nabantu mhlawumbe abazi-community leaders babandakanye ngokutsho kwabo kodwa ke uba ungambuza mhlawumbe umuntu osezilalini ingaba loo nto iyafikelela na okanye ubona sekuthatyathwe izigqibo without ukuphefumula kwakhe
yes i-hashtag yokugcina ke i-hashtag nje elokhu itrendile ethi nje #taxi-strike siyaqhubeka phela mbukela isiteleka samatekisi ke ebesivele ke sabahlalisa libhojoza abantu base Western Cape bahlezi libhojoza ngempela ngoba abanye siyababona bengibona nje izolo ivideo yabasebenzi ngazi noma abase kwenye yendawo zokudla abalele emsebenzini ngoba manje bakwazi ukubuyela emakhaya so insuku lokuqala istrike nje bageza khona emsebenzini bahlala khona ngoba bakwazi ukubuyela emakhaya baphinde babuye emsebenzini abashayeli bamatekisi ke abezwa mshini nje ngoba phela bona bafuna ukuthi amatekisi abo ashaqwe umkhandlu udolobha abuye namhlanje ke bekulindele ukuthi ke iSantaco kuyinhlangano yamatekisi ibambe isithangami nabe Iindaba ukuzocacisa kabanzi ukuthi basihoxisa yini na sibonileke lapha ekhuluma ke umholi weSantaco esho ukuthi no khathi besazo amaloya wabo noma ke abameli bazobuya kusasa kubo ngalamaphepha bawafakile ukuthi phela bafaka isicelo sokuthi awabuye amatekisi abo sho umhlahlandlela uzoqhamuka after kusasa ke uma ngabe abameli babo sebebuyile besho ukuthi kuzothini nongqongqosho wezokuthutha ke kuzwelonke phela usigxekile isinyathelo sokushaqwa ke kwalamatekisi wathi ke awadedelwe abuyele kubanikazi kodwa cha umkhandlu wedolobha waseKapa wona uthi no akho amatekisi la sawadedela ke sizwe ukuthi bathena babukeli ku X melana nodaba lo taxi strike
make sive babaphefumule besithini na Ulakhe uyathi into kubana #taxi strike Boycott taxis as much as possible after the strike. We, the people, must take the matters into our own hands. We are not safe with taxi drivers. They show us they will hurt us. They show us they will hurt us, okay? Why must we support them? Use buses as often as possible. Oloke lulu volka lakhe sithi into kubana makayekwe amateksi. Kanti ke mbukeli njengoko kaloku luqhubeka olugwayimbo lwamateksi sanxibelana naye kaloku athule jeke. Sike sabika ngaphambili kaloku ngomba ophethelene nomongameli welizwe egxeka ke iziganeko zobundlobongela obuqhubeka pha kwelaseKapa kwiphondo lasentshona koloni. Njengoko ke bekukho uqhankqalazo lonoteksi sikoyikhankanyile into yokuba isanthakho iza kuthetha nonondaba namhlanje icacise banzi. Sesarhwetha ke intatheli Iindaba uAthule Joka Xebe okwiphondo laseKapa. Masikubulise Athule sikwamkele enkqubeni Ekhaya Jikelele.
Bulise kukholosa nokubaphulaphula nababukeli beKhaya Jikelele kokubanzi.
Siyaqonda into yokubana isanthakho namhlanje izawuthi thaca nonondaba. Ungathi mhlawumbe imeko injani ngoku apho entshona koloni?
Imeko ndingathi mhlawumbi xa sithetha ngobundlobongela zisehlile kanincinci iziganeko yawukhumbula kwintsuku ezigqithileyo sibonile ukutshiswa kwebhasi, sibonile kudutyulwa abantu bebulawa, sibonile ukuvala kwendlela, sibonile kuthathwa neeteksi zihamba ziyovalelwa. Kodwa ke ngoku kusathulekile kancinci sizivayo nje ziziganeko apho fumanise kugityiselwa iimoto ezihambayo ezindleleni. Kodwa ke ngoku kusathulekile nje kancinci. Kodwa ke ndingatsho ndithi umthelela okanye ifuthe loluqhankqalazo lonoteksi liyabonakala kwi-sectors ezohlukileyo kwezemfundo. Ngapha kwabafundi abangapha ku-850,000 abayanga esikolweni ngokutsho kwesebe lezemfundo. Isebe lezempilo lona lethi linyanzeleke malivale amaziko ezempilo alishumi. Emveni koko yavala nezinye iikliniki eziliqela ngaphakathi esixekweni. Ii-businesses kakhulu apha edolophini zibethakile kakhulu. Kodwa ke kholosa ndiyafuna ke sithethe nabakhweli kwakunye nabahlali balapha eKapa sive ukuba ibachaphazela njani nale meko. Sir, just talk to us about how this strike has affected you here in the Western Cape.
Well, it's been a complete waste of time. Fear, the wives, the women, the daughters, everybody, they don't know what to do. People worried about their salaries because they're not getting to work. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's like, this is a form of terrorism, in my opinion. I think they should just bring in the army and let them sort them out, because what's the point of having law if you don't enforce it?
And also personally, has it affected you?
Yeah, well, at the moment, my wife is pregnant. She's having some complications. We had a big problem with you going to the hospital and getting her seen to. We ended up going to a doctor, which was full. We ended up then having to go to Grooteskeer, which we're not supposed to be at, but they helped us. So, yeah, the hospitals are short-staffed, so everything's taking longer. It's just, man, it's not good.
And also in your line of work, I understand you also go to other areas. How do you go around?
I gotta go to the airport, which I'm gonna try and find an alternative route, because I don't know what to expect. And then, yeah, I gotta go to Strand, also the N2, so I just gotta be careful and keep my eyes open for any possible problems. But yeah, it's just, it's a horrible time, man.
Thank you so much. Well, ngomnye abaphulaphuli ke lowo okanye abaqhubi balapha eKapa esitsho nje sithi oku kubachaphazela kakhulu kwakunye nonkosikazi wakhe naye bekunyanzeleke ukuba esibhedlele uchaphazelekile kakhulu nanjengoko abongikazi beshokoxekile ngenxa yeludukushela iqhubekayo yaye naye usebenza ngokuhamba ezilokishini kufuneka abe careful kakhulu xa ngena kwezo ndawo ezo sitsho ke sithi kunzima ukungena kwezinye indawo xa ingena kuzo ezilokishini lifuthe nje elibachaphazele ngalo abantu ngatsho ndithi imeko isemaqongo kweli cala loba loshishino nakwicala lezenkonzo.
Genene imeko imaqongo singatsho sithi mhlawumbe ilizwe okanye iphondo lasentshona koloni ligutyungelwe lilife elimnyama njengoko sithe gqolo uxhaphaka iziganeko zodushe nobundlobongela kuyaphawuleka into yokubana bekukho indaba zokuba kuye kwasweleka umntu omnye ingaba sele fumanekile ukuba ngubani lo mntu othe wasweleka
uthe wasweleka umuntu kwavakala ukuba engathi nowesibini uthe wasweleka ziziganeko ezimbini owokuqala ngumuntu obeqhuba lento kuthiwa staff transport apha aqhuba abasebenzi abaye emsebenzini uyakhumbula ke umbutho onoteksi bathe xa bestrike abantu abafuni umuntu uzawuhamba okanye uzawuphangelisa abantu ngoba oko kuzawunika ichaphaza kwindlela abazama uqhankqalaza ngayo ingako iibhasi bezithutha abantu bezisenziwa njengenye indlela yokuthutha abantu zithe zatshiswa uthe ke lo muntu xa ethutha abo bantu aba yamiswa imoto yakhe sayibona kwezo video bezithe ndi kumakhasi onxibelelwano ibethwa ngelitye wazodutyulwa ngeempumbulo ezimbini lahlanza iselo waswelekela apho okwesibini yena umntu bekukho umqhubi ebehamba esiya e-airport uthe ke xa zohlaselwa ngabantu wakhupha umpu wathi wadubula kwabo bantu wangcwelerha ababini kwasweleka omnye so isengabo bantu abo bathe basweleka siyakhumbula ke nangolesihlanu ukhona umntu wengalo yezomthetho i-law enforcement officer naye othe wadutyulwa ngokunjalo ngethuba iseko wabo so kukho ezo ziganeko nje ezinjalo xa sithetha kwelicala lokudutyulwa kwabantu
Masibambe ngazibini wena Athule Joka ngexesha lakho kwaye siyathemba into yokubana amapolisa akhona kuba lo mnumzana ubuncokola naye wayikhankanya into yokubana funeke besebenzise i-routes ezi-different kuba kuxananazile endleleni siyathemba into yokubana amapolisa achophe ezithendeni kwesisixeko sibambe ngazibini Athule Right mbukeli wam lo ke besetha nayo intatheli yalapha e-SABC sesiyaphosa ke intambo kuye pha eKapa lodumo esixelela banzi kaloku ngemeko eqhubekayo ephondweni entshona koloni njengoko kaloku sithe qolo uxhaphaka iziganeko zodushe kwelaphondo kanti khumbula mbukeli into yokubana isanthakho namhlanje iza kuba nodliwano ndlebe nonondaba qiniseka ke into yokubana uthe qolo ubukela ijelo lakho lika SABC liza kuxhobisa ngokuba kanye kuqhubeka ntoni ngoku ke masithi qhwi evenkileni qiniseka into yokubana awugqushi siyabuya emva kwale ntengiso Enkosi ngokuhlala nathi nisasibukele apha ekhaya Jikelele kwinkqubo ndaba yakho uDTT lufuna ubulungisa usapho lwendoda yase-Waterloo Everlem ekutyholwa ukuba idutyulwe ngamapolisa ebhunga laseThekwini ngomgqibelo yapupela ke kwindawo yexhwayelo uSanele Thembani kuthiwa ke udutyulwe ngamapolisa kuhola wendlela u-N4 ngase-Pick and Pay Hyper kumntla waseThekwini usapho lomfu Ekhaya lusithi lukhona isandla sesikhova kulomba ukuxovula abantu lomba ke sesakrweca isithethi sekhaya necandelo elijongene nokusebenza kwamapolisa i-IPID kanti ke silindele untokozo oyi-family member ukuba abe nathi Mnumzana uraburabu masikubulise sikwamkele kwinkqubo yethu ekhaya Jikelele
siyabonga ke
ndingatsho ndithi olusapho lubatshonele emini baswelekelwa ngumntwana wabo at only 24 years ebulawa ngamapolisa ingaba mhlawumbe okanye ilipolisa gxebe ingaba mhlawumbe ningumbutho ningathi niyena ifumana lengxelo
sifumene and then my investigators wethu abhizi nayo aya-investigator njengoba sikhuluma kanje
uyatsho into yokubana i-investigators zenu zichophe ezithendeni ingaba mhlawumbe xa nifika nina nifike imeko injani xa ichazwa
mabayichaza bathi they had an operation i-operation leyo bekune roadblock manje imoto ezininzi bezijika zishaya i-U-turn zibuyele emuva obviously because mangabe ujahile you want an alternative route ukuthi ushentshe i-route so they didn't know that there was a police operation so amapolisa bona they thought ukuthi labantu they are running away from a roadblock and that's their explanation what they gave to investigators at the scene to say they ended up shooting but dubula le moto leyo and then unfortunately Usanele was the one that ended up losing his life
ingaba bekufanelekile into yokubana benze lonto amapolisa
akufanelekanga ngoba uma uphethe isibhamu kumele uthi mawudubula wazi ukuthi udubulela ini and udubula bani umdubulela ini manje kuleyo mangabe imoto ibaleka wazi ukuthi ibalekelani awukwazi ukuyidubula.
Ipolisa ke ngoku elithela hlohla isibhamu ladubula umntwana lo liphi?
Asazi kwamanje ngoba ipolisa lelo I think they are bangamaphoyisa aka Durban Metro Police. Ngokwenza kwethu we not supposed to ukuthi sikhulume nabo at this stage until sithole evidence and then sizobalanda masisiqedile ngeevidence yethu. Kwamanje kusakhulunywa nama witnesses abekade khona ukuthi sibuze kubo ukuthi kwenza ke nisukwazi ukuthi sibe ne case before silanda laba siyobuza kubo ukuthi kwenzakaleni, but i-department yona i-explanation yayo ilebe kade ngichaza manje.
Xa uthi nisalinde uba nifumane i-evidence ndiyacinga into yokubana kule ndawo eyenzeke kuyo esisehlo indawo epublic and sentsho nosapho ngoku liyakhala luthi lufuna ubulungiswa kwaye njengombutho umsebenzi wenu kukuba nijonge izenzo ezenzekayo esingathi into yokubana azikho semthethweni ezenziwa ngamapolisa. So xa uthi nisalinde mhlawumbi into yokubana nifumane i-evidence ingaba kunithatha ixesha elingakanani emva kwesehlo?
Angithi manje makwenzeka lento nje ufuna abantu abayibonile lento ukuthi yenzeke kanjani and then mawuqeda lapho njengoba kushone umuntu kune medical evidence lefunekayo ukuthi utholakele ukuthi lo muntu udutshule kanjani isibhamu singene kuphi saphuma kuphi ile evidence lesikhuluma ngayo leyo.
Okay. Ndisajonga apha kuba ibilithemba lethu lokuba siqhagamshelane nosapho oluzayichaza imeko kuba kwenzeka ntoni kwaye yintoni mhlawumbe abayifunayo belusapho. Niqinisekile ludandathekile usapho because balahlekelwe ngumntwana wabo ona 24 years. And kuyatshiwo apha kweli phephandaba enjonga kulo into yokubana emotweni bekhona abahlele bebengaphakathi kwase kuba khona abantu abathathu bebehleli ngesemva yena wafunyanwa yile mbumbulu. Ingaba mhlawumbe uncedo elingathi usapho lufumane kanye ngelixesha kuba bamile ngoku bafuna kubotshwe umuntu?
Abantu bazobotshwa ngithi manje bekunamaphoyisa bekungekho iphoyisa eli1 ebekade lapho, so kumele i-investigation yethi ibheke kubonke labantu laba ukuthi ubani wenzeni ukuze sizothola nje ukuthi masibopha umuntu right and then kumele kuthathwe ibhamu zabo sihanjwe ziyo investigate kutholakala ukuthi udubule nini ubekadubulelani lo muntu.
Ingaba mhlawumbe yothatha ixesha elingakanani?
Ku difficult nje ukusho ngoba i-investigation is a process ngokwayo, so lezi zinto engiyikhulumayo ezininzi they depend on other institutions of government ukuthi sithole le information, but before we know it I can say maybe let's say in the region of 2-3 weeks we'll be knowing ukuthi kwenzakalani.
Le case ayiyo case mhlambe singathi case nje eyodwa sithe qolo ukukhapha iziganeko ezibumila kunje. Ndiyacinga into yokubana ubulapha kwezinyanga ezidlulileyo sithetha ngecase yase Bramfontein. So kwi case into ethi kusekhona ukusilela okwenziwayo ingathi mhlawumbe intoni ekumele ukuthi yenziwe ukunikeza uqeqesho kumaziko asebenza kwezomthetho kuba ngenene xa bezowenza izinto ezifana nezi ukuthi angabona abantu ekumele ukuthi bayasikhusela kuswili luntu kodwa ngoku bangaba mhlawumbe benza iziganeko ezinje into ethi ngoku asakhuselekanga. Sithini singabantu nathi mhlawumbe funeke sibe nezibhamu zethu athe qala ehlohla nawe ube uhlohla?
Ayisebenze kanjalo. Angibona baphethe ibhamu ngoba basebenza ngele bhamu njengoba basho bathi isibhamu sabo amaphoyisa they are working tools kumele basebenzise ngokomthetho nabo yabo. So kusho ukuthi we cannot all have firearms. Bona mabasebenzisa the way bangafananga basebenzisa khona kumele nabo bajeze.
Usathetha ngalonto siye sakwazi into okubana siqhagamshelane nalo ilungu losapho. Masikubulise sikwamkele enkqubeni ekhaya Jikelele.
Ngiyabingelela ngiyabonga futhi nethuba.
Ntokozo masiqale nje sithi ngxe ngenene liyena lehlela ilife limnyama nelusapho tutwini akulahlwa mbeleko ngakufelwa. Ungathi mhlawumbe njengolungu losapho nithe xa nisiva isithonga okanye ingxelo yokuba usanelwa kasekho emhlabeni nayo kwindawo yexhwayelo, ingaba nifike sinjani isimo?
Ngingasho nje ukuthi mina abantu ekade ehamba nabo bangifonela mhlawumbe incident eqedwe kwenzeka like 5-10 minutes, and then mhlawumbe it took me about 15-20 minutes to get to la kade bekhona, and mangifika it was just isimo esibi kakhulu ngoba bebengenalo isizo and nabantu bebenze lokho bengekho on scene, bebesazama ukumisa imoto ebedlula to get assistance so that they can get the ambulance, because they've been trying to phone people running and not getting any assistance. Mangifika then kwafikana then no match omunye wama ladies out too who are trying to assist us as well, so that sikwazi ukuthola usizo lamaphoyisa kanjalo ne-ambulance.
Apha enqubeni sikwanaye nomnumzana uRaburabu osuka pha kwicandelo lamapolisa okanye icandelo elijongene ukusebenza kwamapolisa. Siyaqonda into yokubana nilusapho niyakhala kwaye nifuna ubulungiswa. Ungathi mhlawumbe kuthethwano lwenu namapolisa isimo sinjani ukuzawuthi kangoku? Ungathi mhlawumbe ubulungiswa buchwechwela ngasemnyango?
Singasho nje as a family ukuthi asikaze sibone ukuthi singaba esimeni esifana nalesi, and we have never even thought of it and never even seen it coming ukuthi singaba esimeni esifana nalesi, but we are grateful ukuthi within the IP came and they were visible, and basaqhubeka futhi ba communicate nathi, and besazisa ukuthi sekhambe kwafika in terms of the case. And I think with time, obviously they will be able to engage as well, because we understand the system so South Africa which is kanjani. But I can certainly say they've been engaging with us, and they were there I think one of the officials came to on scene ngalusuku, and they've been communicating with us when the case was moved from the SABC to IP.
Kuyabonakala into yokubana inkonzo yesipolisa Gxebe ibinani kweli xesha elinzima, kuba ke nomnumzana uRaburabu uye wayichaphazela into yokubana nabo beliziko bayichophele ezithendeni, kwaye waqikelela into yokubana mhlawumbe elityala lingase lithathe noba mhlawumbe yi3 weeks, esithi into yokubana akakwazi into yokubana achaze ukuba elipolisa elithe lenza esisiganeko lifumanekile kusini na, kuba ke yonke into isa investigator. Ungathi mhlambe wena yintoni ongarhalela ukuyibona kule nkqubo isenzeka, njengoku sithi into yokubana ngenene amapolisa ayayeza afumanise kwaye athembisa into yokubana kuzolunga? Wena njengolungu lomndeni okanye nilusapho ninonke, yintoni mhlawumbe eningarhalela ukuyibona isenzeka?
Ngiyacabanga ukuthi nje okokuqala ukuthi umthetho udlale indima yawo, and baxhumane nathi constantly ukusazisa ukuthi sekhambe kwafikaphi. Siyazi ukuba ngeke asoze aphinda abuye, uNkulunkulu umthathile, kulungile kumthathe ngalendlela esihlalele ngenaqala, engenze lutho, engamiswanga, engajahwanga, eyipassenger seleceleni, nokuba kuthiwa iphutha belikade lenziwe udriver akenzanga lutho yena, bekade semotweni ehleli kuyona. Sinethemba ukuthi umthetho uzodlala indima yawo, and lesifisa ukuthi axoshwe emsebenzini, aluze amabadge akhe njengephoyisa, ngoba indlela ayiphatha ngako ngaloba busuku akayiphathisanga njengephoyisa. Siyakholela ukuthi amaphoyisa umsebenzi wawo uthi self guide us, basiphephise kakhulukazi ometro, ukuphephisa emgaqweni, not ukushutha the first time you see into engazuthi ayibonakali kahle. Siyakholela ukuthi uzojeza angene ekhindini, aboshwe, aseve isikhathi sakhe njengomuntu ongacabanganga kahle njengephoyisa ngesikhathi konzakala isigameko.
Mnumzana uRaburabu ndiqinisekile into yokubana uye wamva kakuhle uNtokozo othethela usapho kwaye ke Ekhaya Jikelele siye sinikeze iqonga kubabukeli bethu isiqenu kuthiwa iEkhaya ikhala ekhaya apho umbukeli achaze imbilini yakhe sizame into yokubana sizise abantu abafana nani abazokwazi into yokuba banikeze isombululo kubukhala akuzunceda kwezinto azithethayo uNtokozo arhalela into yokubana zenzeke ungaqinisekisa into yokubana zizawenzeka ingaba nina mhlambe niliziko izintoni enizawuthi nizenze ukukhawulelana nale meko nezifiso athi unazo
thina sisazokhuluma nomndeni ngabanzi ngale ndaba sibatshele nje ukuthi sikuphi and then sizakuphi so reportela every step that we are going to take with regard to this matter and lento yakasanele ibhlungu but as long as ngeke simbuyise whatever that we can do ngeke simbuyise usanele so the thing is kumele siyenze everything in our power to make sure that izinto efana nalezi azenzakali futhi and abantu abazenzi as easy as that so and then sizoshare nomphakathi ukuthi kwenzakalani umuntu makayenza into wrong efana nale yenzekile ngalelanga
masibambe ngazibini ngexesha lakho mnumzana uRaburabu ndingakulibelanga nawe wena Ntokozo apha emnxebeni sithemba into yokubana nilikhaya nizawufumana induduzo emphefumleni kule ntlekele ethe yanehlela siyabulela kakhulu ngexesha lakho Ntokozo
Ngiyabonga kakhulu nje nethuba nesikhathi emthipho
Right mbukeli wami abo ke besithetha nayo besithetha ke noNtokozo olulungu losapho lothe wasweleka kaloku yena uSanele Thembani nekuthiwa ke uye wabulawa ngamanye wamapolisa pha kwiphondo laKwaZulu Natal sanaye ke nomnumzana uRaburabu othethela inkonzo yamapolisa nangendlela ke esingathi mhlambe amapolisa asebenza ngayo Ekhaya Jikelele siyazama ukuqinisekisa mbukeli into yokuba lo ngxaki okanye lo ntlwekwele okuyo siyazama into bana ukhuphe imbilini yakho uthi into kubana intoni oyikuhluphayo sizame ke nokuzisa amaziko okanye abantu abangathi mhlambe bafumane izisombululo kulonyewe okuyo siyathemba ke mbukeli into kubana udliwano lwanamhlanje luzawuzisa isisombululo kusapho lwakwaThembani kanti ngoku masithi qhwi evekileni siyabuya kusekuninzi esikuphathele kona ubukele Ekhaya Jikelele kwinkqubo ndaba yakho uDTT
Siphinde sikamukele mbukeli Ekhaya Jikelele. Njengoba nje kusaseyiyona ke inyanga besifazane lapha eNingizimu Afrika, sikhumbula uncwaba ngonyaka u1956 lapho abesifazane bamashela enhlokodolobha ePitoli, hayi nje kuphela ukuyokhalazela imithetho eyayimelana nomazisi, kodwa phela kwakuhloswe ngayo nokulwisana nokucwaswa kwabantu besifazane. Kanti ke njengamanje sixhumana noadvocate uNthabiseng Sepanaya Mukhale, yena ke usihlalo weCommission ebhekele ukulingana ngokobulili, iCommission on Gender Equality, uxoxa nathi kabanzi ke ngesimo sokulingana kwabantu ngokobulili ezweni. Advocate Happy noma ke ngithi Advocate Ntabiseng Happy Women's Month sikufisela nje iWomen's Month enhle, iWomen's Day bizolo.
Thank you, same to you sisi.
I-Commission for Gender Equality ibhekeleke ukulingana ngokobulili. Ngabe yiziphi ezinye izinhlelo ze-GCE zokufundisa kabesilisa nabafana ukwamukela ke ubuholi babesifazane njengento ejwayelekile?
Tina njenge-commission we do a lot of public education. Ukufundisa abantu about equality, especially gender equality, but we also are running workshops where we listen to these young men through a program that we started a few years ago that is called Men and Boys. Konamanje Ilidwa is one of our commissioners, Commissioner Ngomani, and a gentleman who's dedicated, Mr. Rabu Litsema. La sifundisa abafana khona how to treat themselves so that they are better people for society.
Yes. Advocate njengoba nje ukhuluma ke ngaba abantu besilisa nabafana, uyazi enye yezimbangela ke zodlame olusekelwe ebulilini phecelezi i-gender based violence, ukuncika kwabantu besifazane ikakhulukazi ngokwezimali ke emadodeni ngenxa phela yenhlupheko nayo edalwa kungabi njalo namakhono nemfundo kwabesifazane. Sisanda kufunda nje lapha ke eindabeni zethu ukuthi kunowesifazane emakhaya lapha ya eEastern Cape obulale izingane zakhe maqede naye ke wasethatha eyakhe impilo ngenxa yenhlupheko. Ngabe ikhomishana ke yokulingana ngokobulili nibasiza kanjani kabesifazane abadala nabasebasha ukuthi bakwazi ukuyimela ngokwezimali?
Ithi ngichaze sisi, i-commission yethu is not a service provider. I-commission yethu is a chapter 9 that ensures that government does what it is supposed to do. So Tina, we intervene where government fails to do what it's supposed to do. So angizomala and mislead and say Tina senza so nabantu besilisa to ukuthi basimele, but we intervene where we see ukuthi there is a problem. For example, kuna nabantu abosimame who have actually been sterilized illegally by government. We are taking that up. Kuna nabo mama who are told you cannot be a chief in your community all because you are a woman, but utole ukuthi that person is the rightful heir who's supposed to take over as the next traditional leader of that community. When they say no, that is where we come in and say, no, you cannot say that based on the constitution and equality. So we come in where government fails to protect, but it is the duty of our government to protect women and all citizens.
Yes, advocate, yes.
Yeah.
Ake sikhulume ke manje advocates mhlawumbe ngabesifazana basemakhaya and rural areas ukuthi ingabe mhlawumbe ke ikhona yini imikhankaso eyibe khona yokubaqwashisa nje ke ngeindaba zokulingana ngokobulili and nanokuthi nje mangabe ikhona imphumela yakhona ngabe yabonakala?
Yes, yona zikhona i-programs that we're doing a lot of. Kodwa imikhankaso yazona ukuthi yabonakala is another thing. I'll tell you why. Because poverty that is in the country is so huge that a lot of women actually feel, you know what, ngiyaniswa. Kodwa sinenkinga ezithile asisebenzi, abo baba mabafika with the little bit of money, what do? Some women even go to an extent of ukushadisa abantwana babo just to say at least lo muntu uthi they will give us so much sizawudla, or one less mouth in the family. So the challenges that we have about our economy and just the general socio-political situation in our country is such that whatever efforts that are being made to try and push women forward, to teach them about their rights, to encourage them to take those rights are undermined. In other levels outside of rural areas, you find that it is the same situation where women would rather have less salary than a male counterpart that they are working in the same position with, despite us educating them otherwise, because they feel, well, sometimes it's better than nothing. But we do continue to conscientize women, to highlight, but also to challenge companies and government where we see discrimination and lack of transformation.
Sibonga kakhulu ke advocate Nthabise ngesikhathi sakho, sifisele nje nosuku oluhle. Mbukelo beku advocate Nthabise besixoxisana naye mayelana nokulingana ngokobulili gender commission. Siyathembisa ke mbukelo nokuthi sizoke sixoxisane naye ngasese ngenxa isikhathi ke sesiphelile sithole nje imininingwane ye gender commission so that nawe mbukelo lapha ekhaya mangabe uneyinkinga udinga ukuthi kungenelele i-commission singakwazi ukuthi ke sikuncede ngokuthi uxhumane nabo. Makholi yawo isikhathi sesidliwe yini?
Hayi ixesha luchaba sibambe ngazibini kwigqiza lonke le Ekhaya Jikelele nawe akalokhu mbukeli ngokuba ube nathi. Siyathembisa into ukubana ngomso i-Friday sizakuba khona sibe nawe. I cannot wait. Sinithanda ngothando luka love.
Nisale kahle.